Every Mr. Bean fan remembers the little blue three-wheeler. It appears in almost every episode, and every time it does, it suffers. Bean crashes into it, pushes it aside, blocks it, and somehow, it always returns. But here's the real mystery. Who actually owns this car? The driver never speaks. We never see a face. And yet, the car follows Bean everywhere, like a shadow. From the very first episode, it becomes Bean's silent rival. Wherever Bean goes, the blue car shows up too. On busy streets and parking lots, even in the middle of nowhere. And the outcome is always the same. Bean wins, the blue car loses. It ends up in a ditch, flipped on its side, or completely wrecked. It never stands a chance. It's almost as if the Mini and the blue three-wheeler were destined to be enemies, trapped in a one-sided battle that Bean always controls. But then the question comes back. Why does it keep returning? Why is this small, battered car so important? This is where the mystery deepens. Because here's the strange part. The driver is never revealed. No voice, no reaction, no anger. Every time the car is pushed aside or crushed, it suffers in silence. No horn, no shouting, no revenge. It simply takes the hit. And then appears again in the next episode. That's what turns the blue car into more than a background joke. It becomes a silent victim. A character without words, existing only to be punished by Bean. So after all these years, who really owns the blue car? Some fans believe it isn't random at all. In the animated series, we meet a repairman named Dickie Diddles, always surrounded by tools, broken engines, and damaged vehicles. And if you think about it, the blue car is always damaged. Yet it always returns. That leads to one theory. Dickie may be the one repairing it, keeping it alive and sending it back onto the road after every crash. In that case, he may be the true owner, or at least the caretaker of the blue three-wheeler. That would explain why the car never disappears, no matter how many times Bean flips it, smashes it, or blocks its path. Others point to something even stranger. In the famous Alien episode, another version of Bean appears. So, could the driver of the blue car be one of them? Another Bean, silently watching from the background? The fact that the driver never speaks or shows their face only makes the alien theory feel stronger. Then there's another idea. A mysterious name whispered by fans of the Mr. Bean universe. Irma Gobb. Some believe she's the unseen figure behind the wheel, a rival who never gets screen time, yet whose presence is always felt whenever Bean hits the road. If that's true, then Irma Gobb isn't just a name. She's an eternal opponent. In that case, the blue car becomes her weapon. And when the car loses, it's not just the vehicle being humiliated,
But the biggest
the
clue
driver.
isn't just what happens to the blue car, it's how often it comes back. Different episodes, different places, different situations. Yet somehow, the exact same car shows up again and again. It doesn't matter if Bean is in town, at school, or driving in the countryside. The blue three-wheeler is always there, ready to suffer. Some fans,
Possibly someone connected to Mrs. Wickett's strict inner circle, maybe even her closest friend. Competitive, bitter, and already disliking Bean, the rivalry becomes personal. That turns the blue car from a running gag into a long-term vendetta. But what if the blue car isn't a rival at all? Look closely. Almost every time Bean mistreats the blue car, something goes wrong for him afterward. He forces it off the road, then crashes himself. He blocks it from parking and ends up punished. It's almost as if the universe is correcting the balance. Which raises a final, unsettling idea. What if the blue car is karma itself, following Bean and answering every selfish move he makes? So what's the truth? Is the blue car another version of Bean? Is it the mysterious Irma Gobb? Is it someone tied to Mrs. Wickett carrying a quiet grudge? Or is the simplest answer the real one? That Dickie Diddles keeps rebuilding it again and again? One thing is certain. The blue three-wheeler is no ordinary car. Hey, its constant return makes it both a victim and a symbol of Bean's chaos. Which leaves one final question. If Mr. Bean always comes out on top, does that make him the worst driver alive at Woodham, or the smartest trickster of them all? That's what we'll explore next. Mr. Bean, dumb versus smart. Don't miss it.